Okay. Or, you know, or that. He just dies. That works too. Oh, yeah. That's big.
There is nowhere left to go but up.
What's going on, YouTube? Dannydecks here. Today we are playing Teemo. With the meta slowing down due to the inclusion of all kinds of greedier control-y decks, Zombie Anivia, Go Hard, P&Z Shadow Isles, Feel the Rush, Targon's Peak, etc. There is a lot of slower decks brewing around and not so many aggro ones. Notable aggro decks would be the Elise Spiders, and if you want to consider Ahri Kennen aggressive, I don't really think it's super aggressive. It doesn't really blow you out that fast. You have an okay matchup against them, really. But anyways, this is a great meta for Teemo. Teemo excels against slow decks, and this is exactly what we're doing. We are punishing slow decks today. The deck list, I have a bunch of experience playing Teemo. I often tweak this every patch. I update and change it. I've played every variation from super hyper aggressive to super greedy slow. This deck list feels the strongest that I've ever had it, and the most competitive that I've ever had it. Let's get into the cards. 2 Thermal Beams. This is just general removal, gets rid of threats. On turn 1, gets rid of Zoes, etc. Poison Dart, deals 1, puts 3 Puffcaps in the enemy deck. Good control card, good burn card, good Puffcap progression card. Stinky Whump. This card is great. It helps you in terms of reducing their draw power. When they draw this card, it feels bad. They wasted a draw on Stinky Whump against Ahri Kennen. Their Wayfinder will pull this out. Lets you be a little bit more aggressive. Oftentimes, opponents don't want to trade into your Stinky Whump, letting it hit them for 2. Overall, pretty solid card in this archetype. Wouldn't run 3 copies unless I was against a ton of aggro. If I was against a ton of aggro, I'd consider adding a 3rd copy. 3 copies of Teemo. Teemo's a pretty straightforward little guy. Every time he hits the Nexus, he gives 5 Puffcaps. After I've planted 15 Puffcaps, not necessarily with Teemo, just in general, he levels up. And when he levels up, he is a dangerous mofo. Every time he strikes the Nexus, he doubles the amount of Puffcaps in the enemy Nexus. Now, that can get out of hand very quickly. Oftentimes, if you have a leveled up Teemo and strike the enemy Nexus, you pretty much win. If you strike twice, it's almost guaranteed you win. Nothing in life is guaranteed, but it's pretty darn close. 3 copies of Concologist. Concologist is a body that lets you fight on board, get some chip damage in, while picking fairly good cards. The pool of cards that you can get from Concologist in these regions is pretty effective. A lot of them deal damage or have some sort of other utility to them. I tried using the 2/2 Puffcap Pup with Quick Attack. Didn't really like it. Found it a little bit weak. Yes, it progresses our Puffcap game plan more, but overall, Concologist just felt like it gave us more value, kept our hand size healthy, and more options overall. This is where it's a little bit weird. Entrapment, not too many people run Entrapment. I find Entrapment actually quite good in this current meta. Normally, I never run Entrapment. Find this card was a little bit unreliable, a little bit weak. However, with Go Hard being fairly represented, this card is amazing against Go Hard. When they cast a couple Go Hards, you put this on their Go Hards, all of a sudden, it's like one card, 15 Puffcaps. Pretty good. I also like the information this card gives you. When you select the card, as long as you know how many copies of a card they're supposed to be running, you can very easily tell if they have it in their hand or not. Good example would be Vile Feast. I have a Teemo in hand. I would like to play Teemo and attack them with it. I play Entrapment first, find Vile Feast, click Vile Feast. It only gives 6 Puffcaps. Automatically, I know they have a Vile Feast in hand and my Teemo's not safe. Also, I know when they draw that card. Let's say that the Vile Feast, in this case, went, all 9, so they don't have a Vile Feast. As soon as they draw it, I'm going to know they're going to have 3+ Puffcaps on that card. It does a decent amount of burst in that sense when they do draw the card. I should say if. It is all random. If they draw the card, it does a decent amount of burst. Combined with your Corina, it can just blow out games. Not a card I would really run 3 of. It's kind of a tech choice, and I like the information it gives. However, you can definitely cut it. Not sure I would recommend it. The Plan is to go fast, and this levels up Teemo extremely fast with the potential of being 9 Puffcaps in one card. 3 copies of Mystic Shot. Mystic Shot is great. Burn, control, whatever. Just a good card. Pokey Stick, similar to Mystic Shot. It can hit anything and it draws you a card. Keeps the gas rolling. You can use it for additional 1 damage burn. Help you get over a unit. Caitlyn's attacking in on a 4 health unit. Just Pokey Stick it and she gets there. All kinds of uses for this card. You can just use it to draw if you really want. Cycles itself. Pokey Stick is a very solid card. 3 copies of Caitlyn. Caitlyn is a beast in this deck. You oftentimes level her fairly quickly. When Caitlyn is leveled, as soon as for every Puffcap that has been drawn that round, or trap, not even Puffcap, it includes her own trap. Any trap that's been drawn that round, whenever she strikes, she will deal that much damage to the Nexus. There's a couple combos in this deck that let Caitlyn really shine. She's a great offensive threat and defensive threat. A lot of times when Caitlyn's leveled up, they can't really attack in while she's on the board due to the threat of Caitlyn just blowing them out of the water, which is great. 3 copies of Papers, Insider Knowledge. I call this card Papers. Now, I don't like Hex Core Foundry. Not a fan. It seems slow for what you want it to do. This is a much faster version of it, and it lets you activate it when you want it, as opposed to just automatically happening every turn. Hex Core Foundry is a dead card against aggro. A lot of games feels very clunky, whereas Insider Knowledge, you play it later into the game when you want to get a kill, when you want to use flash bombs to move something off the board, you want to surprise them with a Caitlyn, you block with your Caitlyn, and then you play an Insider Knowledge or 2, and all of a sudden it triggers 5 traps. Now Caitlyn's leveled, and Caitlyn just blows them up. Solid card, much better than Foundry in my opinion and from my experience. Puffcap Peddler. This is your, I don't know if it's a primary way to get mushrooms in their deck, but it certainly is one of the bigger ones. Every time you cast a spell, you put 3 Puffcaps in their deck. Straightforward. The idea is you want to combine this card with spells. You don't want to just play him out to die. Try to use him wisely. In some matchups, like an aggro matchup, you might just have to play him as a 3/3 for 3. That is what it is. But ultimately, you want to combine him with stuff like Whump or whatever, spells in general, to get as much value as possible from this card. Playing 2 copies of Stress Defense. This is a great card. Lets you play offense and defense. If you want to protect your Teemo so you can get in for that deadly Nexus strike, you can Stress Defense him when they try to put removal on the stack. Alternatively, if they're trying to hit you with a big unit, you can Stress Defense it. Against the Viego decks, they try to Atrocity you just Stress Defense, laugh in their face. They deal 1 damage and kill their Viego. It's very funny. Pretty solid card. I would consider adding a 3rd one if Faded was really prevalent in the meta. Whump. Whump recently got buffed to a 4th health. This makes a world of difference. Whump used to be a 4/4, and he was a PNZ staple, pretty much played in every PNZ deck. After going down to 4/3, he kind of fell off. He was getting traded up by 2 drops. Now, returns to 4 health. He is a beast on the board. He is a very threatening unit. 4/4 is nothing to scoff at. He trades well, he attacks in well, oftentimes clearing the way for your weaker units, or just getting in for 4 himself. As well as creating you 2 Mushroom Clouds. Mushroom Clouds in combination with Puffcap Peddler. The 2 clouds from that plus 1 Peddler on board is 16 Puffcaps. That's pretty steep amount for 1 card to produce. Ideally, you want to have a couple Mushroom Clouds before you play a Peddler and go off, but it is matchup dependent and use your own discretion how you do that. This is where my deck gets a little bit greedy. I'm running 3 copies of Ava Achiever. Ava, when you play, plants 3 Puffcaps, and at the end of every round plants 3 Puffcaps. The main reason you're really playing Ava, though, is traps are doubled. That means if they draw 1 Puffcap, they will take 2 damage. If they draw 2, they'll take 4, and so on. Multiple Avas do stack. 1 will turn to 2 with 1 Ava, but with 2 Avas, 1 will turn to 4. 3 Avas, 1 will turn to 8, and so on. I've never had 3 Avas on the board. I would imagine it's pretty epic. I've had 2. 2 is like game ending. They draw like 3 mushrooms, they're dead. Normally I run 1 copy of Ava and 2 copies of Minimorph. If the meta was to call for it, I would recommend perhaps reducing the amount of Avas at a 4/4 stat line and no immediate effect. it can feel a little bit slow. However, if played properly and at the right time, Ava is just game ending. In combination with some papers or some Corina, Ava just ends the game. Be very, very cautious, I guess, with this card. You don't want to just throw it out to die. Try to play it as safely as possible. And yeah, if you get to stick this on the board, it really, really ramps up damage quickly. Last card in the deck, Corina Mastermind. Corina Mastermind, she will either plant 5 of these flash bomb traps in the deck, which is the same thing Caitlyn does, or the more important skill, Volatile Bloom, activates the effects of all traps in the top 5 cards of your deck. This is effectively our finisher. There are times where you are going to want to plant the 5 flash bombs, depending on the matchup. If you're against aggro or you just simply haven't got your mushroom game plan online, sometimes you just have draws like that where your mushrooms just aren't coming and you need to play something, so you play your Corina and plant 5 flash bombs. Shit happens, but ultimately we are looking to play it with the Volatile Bloom to proc all of the traps in the top 5 cards of the deck. Oftentimes this is doing 5, 10, even 15 damage, just straight up closes out games. This is our finishing card. This is the card that makes this whole archetype viable and work. That being said, be sure to like, subscribe, and let's get into some games. Alright, we have ourselves Targon's Peak. Feel the Rush, I guess, something like that. You can never be exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure this is a Feel the Rush deck. In this case, I probably want to be extremely greedy with what I have. What is he playing early? I'll keep this for Zoe. I don't need Mystic Shot. Not ideal, but I'll take it. Alright, hopefully we can get there and his Targon's Peak doesn't hit him Feel the Rush on first go. Probably want to blast this, actually. Just gonna blast it. I'd prefer that he doesn't get to ramp until I'm ready for him to ramp. And if he's not playing Targon's Peak, then it just ends up being like a super one-sided ramp, and I don't want that. That's a good card. Very good card. Okay, huge. I'm gonna open attack.
Put on me mask, secure me tail, start the day.
Okay, I go to 9. Definitely open attack here.
To the world below.
I'd love to play Peddler, but we'll see. Avalanche into Ravine.
Oh dear.
I'm okay with this. Maybe play another Chump Whump. I would like to play Peddler, but he's gonna get priority. So if I play Peddler, then I can't play Peddler. I'll just pass. This is fine with me. I'm gonna start loading up his deck this turn. What does he run that stops Peddler? Nothing.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk. Or whumps, am I right?
So I have to play Stinky Whump.
Trickster never loses because Zoe makes the rules.
Zoe doesn't matter. Zoe doesn't really matter. I will, however, attempt to kill Zoe. Just because I don't want him to silence my Peddler.
There they go.
Cool. Very cool game. I'm not going to play these mushrooms out. Not quite yet. So he's going to Feel the Rush next turn. Very scary. Can't let him do that. Have to just keep him off of it. I prefer he does it to spend his entire turn, and then I can stress defense, giving me 2 full turns to finish him off. Avalanche, not a big deal. Alright, we're going to play this Chump Whump, and we're going to play all 4 mushrooms. Actually, we're going to play 3 mushrooms, because we can't play 4. Can he even deal with Teemo? I don't think he can deal with Teemo. I might actually play a Teemo. We'll see. We'll play 1 past priority. See what he says about that. Alright, we'll play 2. And pass priority. Nothing. Okay, I'll play Teemo. I'll risk it. This is likely to die. Get frozen.
2, 3.
Something. I highly doubt Teemo gets through here. Peddler doesn't live. There's no way Peddler is going to survive.
Let's talk about
Yeah. So that's amazing. That means I am going to hit him. So this is a Blighted Ravine coming. Like, almost 100%. Third Ava? Oh, Ice Shards. Sure. Not so bad. Alright, I fully expect to get Field Rushed here. There it is. It's fine. We expected this. Question is, do I honestly just take the hit so that I can play Ava? I think Ava might be the way to go. Yeah, I do. I'll trade with his Zoe.
Practice makes perfect.
I think I got him. I'll trade with his Zoe, and then I will play Corina next turn. I'll take 10 from Asol, let Asol level, doesn't matter. Sure, Asol.
Signing off.
Wonder at my creation.
Now, the only way that he really fucks me up here is if he actually is running Hush, which would suck. But I have Corina plus Insider Knowledge. We should be able to just kill him right now.
They stare.
Okay. Or, you know, or that. He just dies. That works too. I'm pretty sure he was dead though, so that wasn't really lucky. I was going to kill him anyways. Okay, this is a controlling list. This is most likely going to be Sentinel Fearsomes, potentially some Go-Hards. I'll keep this in case he is a Go-Hard deck. I actually might want to keep all of this. No, this is way too greedy. I'll keep this. Then I get run over early game. He's attacking on 1, which means I should probably be okay, actually. Come on, game. Why do you give me so many 6 drops? Like, I run... Oh, God. I asked for that one. I asked for that one. My list is a little bit greedy, honestly.
Nagakabura sends her blessing.
Naga Kaburos. I actually pass here. If he wants to skip out on his 3 damage, this works for me. I'd rather take 3 than 5. That's my logic here. I will end round. Easy pass. Alright, let's start filling this guy's deck up.
Never one.
Without the other.
I probably attack with both, actually. See what he responds.
Move or cease.
Good play. I don't need Entrapment at the moment, so I think this is the best way to go.
I've always been a fun guy.
Oh shit. I lose my chump bump. But you know what? I get 4 damage in. That's fine.
Do they know, little lamb?
They will.
Not really a big deal. Getting that damage in is way more important, honestly. Another chump bump. That's pretty good.
Wrecking crew. The Whump's do like a yodel in uniform.
This works. I will Mystic Shot the Vi when it pulls me in.
Down.
Need to get more puff caps. We need more puff caps. That's actually a great card. I can deal with this Kindred now. Well, I know what card I'm picking. Oh
Tell
god.
spirit fight to the death. Thinking I'll learn soon.
I take 5 here? I guess I will. I'll just take the 5. Minion. Yeah. This means he can't play Kindred, so we'll kill his Kindred now. Doesn't have protection in those colors, does he? That seems like a very risky draw, my friend.
Okay, slumber.
Cool, so next turn I'm going to mushroom into Corina. And then following that up, I'll most likely try to play a Ava. That's a Mystic Shot.
But I look right fierce.
Cool. So at this point, we're just going all in Corina burn. I don't want to play Ava. Ava's most likely just going to die. Probably just go Corina into Corina. I could play Ava. No, Ava dies. Ava dies for sure. Like, he almost 100% has Thermo Beam in hand. A Vengeance. See, that would have killed Ava also.
The seed is planted.
5. Which means my next one should do at least 5. Depending on what he draws. If he draws nothing here, drew 1. So if I can do at least 5, I think we got him.
Something very special.
Thinking we might have him here. Is that some sort of Grasp of the Undying? Okay, cool. Very interesting. Take 6. I'm liking where this is going. He's going to Mystic Shot this. He is very upset. Rightfully so. There's the Mystic Shot. I like Entrapment. It gives you so much information. I'll play out this guy. Force him to probably try to kill it too. Next turn, I'm going to play Ava into Insider Knowledge and hope that we get there. That is so risky, dude. Yeah, he's sweating. Okay, I think we got him. I doubt I'm gonna die. I have 3 health technically, I suppose. He's got 6 caps in the top of his deck. Somewhere. So he's at 2. Sure. Play Ava.
I've memorized all the Bandle Scout rules.
And we don't do anything. We play reactively at this point. We know he doesn't have another Mystic Shot. Atrocity. And hopefully we hit 2. Well, technically we only need to hit 1 with Ava. What's he got? A Vile Feast. Alright, now we need to hit 2 Puffcaps. Alright, game. RNG, do this. Got him! Oh, we overkilled his ass. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, fool. Wasn't even close.
What?
Zoe Asol. Interesting. I will keep Entrapment here. I actually might want to keep Corina too. I don't have any Puffcaps yet. How aggressive am I going to be? I'm attacking on 3. I might keep Entrapment. Not sure. It's a tough call. Entrapment's really good because it does so much damage if he draws the card, though. And it also gives me an idea of his hand. I'll keep Entrapment. Why not? Go for the Gusto. That's not bad, actually. 2, 3, 4. And a Peddler. This is looking like I might get there. I'm not sure if this guy's playing just Ramp Field of Rush or Targon's Peak. I don't know how I forgot about Zoe, but Zoe is... Oh, nice. Zoe makes this pretty miserable, honestly. I need to just zap at her. Hopefully I kill her. The problem with Zoe is she's going to just generate him a ton of the Silence card, and that Silence card really messes us up. So this is just Ramp, it looks like. That's pretty good. Harpoon's pretty good too. No, I'll take Trick or Trade. I'll combine this with Otterpuss and Peddler, and that way I can hopefully... Damn, this is nice too. Nah, Teemo never lives.
Well, what have we here?
Teemo always is going to die to an Avalanche. If I play Teemo, it's a very good Avalanche form. What's he got? What you got? Nothing? Alright. He likely has Silence in his from that.
Now we wait.
And until we know, we will just save up our resources for our Peddler. That is the game plan. No Targon's Peak. I mean, is that really that bad? It is if I want to play Whump. Not that bad if I play Teemo and Peddler, though.
Have a mushroom.
I also get to attack, so this actually might work out for me.
Reporting in.
It's not really going to work out. I mean, he's going to be playing like a fucking 10 cost spell, and I'm playing a free trinket trade, but it'll work out in the sense that I'll be able to get some damage, and then hopefully I can close this game out. What's Teemo at? Teemo's at 3. Is there any way I can just get there? I might be able to just get there, honestly. Try. So I'm assuming he has no catalysts.
There they go.
And that's a leveled up Teemo.
Your mushrooms right.
I will also... No stress defense. That is kind of amazing. Because this is going to discard whatever card he got from Targon's Peak. And maybe we can get there, actually. Yeah, 3 sisters. He's going to stop Teemo. That's okay. We expected as much. That's the life. Let's see how lucky this guy got. Avalanche. Okay. Was that a 0-cost avalanche?
Laying the groundwork.
Did it say 0? Blighted Ravine. Alright.
Oh dear.
This is a bad 0-cost card. What was that? Catalyst. That's a catalyst. Sure. That costs 0? Yeah. Alright, we're looking pretty good, actually. Fine with this. Honestly, we're just open attacking, and we're just going to hopefully pressure him out. There's his catalyst that I knew he had. Sure. I mean, do I just Mystic Shot his face? I guess it doesn't really matter unless he has ice shards. We'll just full swing. Seems pretty good. All right, let's see if he blocks. He is blocking that. Very interesting. All right, he's taking a lot of damage here. This is going to be Avalanche, Blighted Ravine, something along those lines. 0 mana Star Shaping. That kind of feels bad. Hopefully we can still get there. I'll pass. If he wants to pass to that, I'll pass to that. Hit that flippin' stairs. Alright, I have to obviously Thermo Beam this. But we will get 2 damage and 3 puff caps on him. So not too bad. Downside is he now has... Do I ever just play Caitlyn and maybe trade it? This might be a good call. I think playing Caitlyn's the right play. Yeah, we'll play Caitlyn.
On the trail.
The reason I want to play Caitlyn is if he decides he wants to attack, he's going to have a hard time, especially since she's 1 off level. She's about to level here. There it is. With some traps. He can't attack it now.
Practice, as they say, makes perfect.
Well, that's not true. He can attack in, but if he attacks in, he's going to risk getting hit by Caitlyn. Corina's a great draw. That is a ground-based unit, does nothing. Let's go for it, baby. Corina, take me home.
Brings you here.
Business and pleasure.
I mean, statistically, he should have more than 1 puff cap per card, like 1.1 or something like that. I'm not sure the exact math. So he should be going to 1 health here, on average. He might actually be dead, but if you're playing averages, he should be going to 1 HP. And not able to attack due to my Caitlyn. I don't know how he stops this. He could Star Shaping again, I guess.
That's your plan.
Alright. Got him. Love it. Love to see these slow decks. They're so easy to prey on.
I must say, a satisfactory outcome.
Alright, Sivir Akshan. Oh, this is actually a... What's that stupid mountain card? Oh god. Why does my brain do this sometimes? Howling Abyss. This is a Howling Abyss deck. How do I fare against this deck? Honestly, not really sure. It's not very meta, so I don't have much experience against it. And the recent Howling Abyss decks haven't been running Sivir Akshan. Should be okay. It depends what cards he has, I suppose. Never looked at this Teemo artwork. What is this guy? Yeah, I'm down to pass. I will attack again. Maybe I don't attack again. What could he have that stops Caitlyn? Would I prefer to hit with Caitlyn or Teemo, I guess is the question. I guess it doesn't matter, they're both good.
Miss? Not by a long shot.
Teemo's not leveled, so hitting with him isn't a huge deal at the moment. Avalanche. Yeah, I figured. I figured I was going to get avalanched if I developed. That's why I was like, which one do I want to hit with? Very much expected that. And I think Caitlyn's better. Caitlyn does 3 damage straight up. Teemo's 1 plus conditional 5 mushrooms. If Teemo was leveled, obviously it's Teemo, but in this case I think Caitlyn was the right choice. Blighted Ravine. Do I ever just play Peddler and then shoot a dart at his face? Yeah, I probably do. Seems scuffed. Is he going to be playing Ice Shards? That's okay. I'll just play Peddler next round.
Have a mushroom. Have 3.
See what he's running here. This is likely to be something.
It'll turn any man into a monster.
Question is, do I actually kill this? I could do 3 to it. Or I could just do 3 to his face. I actually think I just go face. I think that's the correct way to play this out at this point. I just want to pump his deck full of mushrooms and go face. Finishing him off with Ava into Corina. I don't play a second Mystic Shot yet, though. I'll hold on to that one. Honestly, I would just take the 3.
All that glitters.
Don't want to take all of that, though. Maybe I do. He's got enough mana to cast the Nasus Spinny Strike attack thing, which is a little bit worrisome. I'll take the 5 from Sivir.
Take everything.
We'll do this. Hopefully he does the Nasus Smack attack, Siphoning Strike, on my Peddler before I play Ava. Will he cast it, though, is the question. He might just pass, honestly. We're going to take the gamble. Hopefully he Siphoning Strikes my Peddler. There it is. Just fucking playing these guys.
My pretty.
Reading them like a picture book here.
I've memorized all the Bandle stuff rules.
Massive. That's grimy. Now a Corina. Do I even want to just play a second Ava? How greedy am I? Like, what are the odds that he has 2 Nasus slaps? I'm fucking going for it. I'm going for it. I don't know. I never get 2 Avas on board. Let's do this. Ah, damn it. He's got another one. Oh, Avalanche. Okay, sure. That's fine. I mean, okay, cool. Cool. I definitely don't attack. I want to use Insider Knowledge. Like, what does he have that deals 2? He doesn't do shit. Hot soup, baby. That's what he's got. We got this. Oh my gosh. He's about to take a beating. That was just 1 mushroom. Oh, the double Insider Knowledge. If he lets me play Corina, do I go to 0 to 3? He can't kill me at 3. What burn is this? Deck has no burn.
Blood or gold.
Sure.
I'll always get my share.
Like, it would have been a mistake to block, because then he could potentially, you know, cast some shit. Instead, we're just going to play this.
I own this city.
Right? He needs double... Oh, that's got to be death, right? Oh, yeah. That's big. That's awesome. That was awesome. Oh, Zoe Lee. I have not seen this deck in quite some time. This is a tricky matchup, though. I have played it. when I played this matchup, like when this deck was relevant, I actually took Ava's out and ran Minimorphs. So I'm not really well equipped to deal with it. However, maybe we'll get there. This might actually be the way to go. Keep these. My reasoning is I need to get as many Puffcaps in his deck as soon as possible since I have no good way to deal with Lee. The best I can do is... what's that card? Stress Defense. And that's fairly unreliable. Hopefully no Zoe on 1. No Zoe on 1. Love to see it. I'll pass. Because if he didn't play Zoe because he thought I might have Thermo, then there's no point showing him I don't have Thermo mana. Yeah, he did have Zoe, see. So, right there, he just didn't play Zoe thinking I was going to Thermo it. So it's a good heads-up play by him, and it was also a good play by me to prevent him from doing so. Do I ever Mystic Shot? Probably not. We'll just play Cait this turn. My favorite card. This is my favorite card in the game.
Well, what
There
have
is
we
no
here?
card I love playing against more than this card. Especially when you're playing, like,
Manners?
you know, P and Z type removal. I'm actually going to use the Caitlyn here. And if he wants to buff this, I will kill his Zoe. That's the plan. And if he wants to let it go through,
Now we wait.
totally fine with that as well. Chump Whump is good.
Secure me tail. Start the day.
Alright, we are gearing up for a huge Puffcap turn. Concussive Palm. Interesting. Do I go for the Zoe kill here? Yeah. I will do this though. We'll try to get some damage in. I'm down to kill his Palm. Sure. Fine with me. Where's Lee at? His Lee's not very far. He's only at 1. Zoe's at 2. I do have to worry a little bit about Zoe, honestly. I'm not going to worry about her quite this second. I just let this through. Not too much I can do about it. It's only reducing the cost of that anyways. This is a good card. Not sure which one I prefer. I'll take this.
What wondrous discoveries await below?
We can maybe use it to surprise his Zoe. Silence? Spell Shield? Do I stop this? I probably stop this. Well, it's not really stopping it because he's going to have Twin Disciplines or Nopify or Pale Cascade. Well, Pale Cascade doesn't do it, but... Oh my gosh, it actually worked. That's a pretty interesting read on his hand. I wonder if... That was the only Zoe card. That means I'm safe to play this too.
Mushrooms could talk.
Very interesting. Very interesting hand. I'm going to assume he has no twins or Pale Cat or Nopifies, which is very good for me. Kill this? Yeah, game. Let's go. All right, this is a big mushroom turn. As much as I want to play Teemo, I'm probably just not going to this turn. We are just looking to Puffcap the shit out of him right now. Maybe I do play Teemo. I override like my 2/2. See what he plays. He's gonna summon the chick. Eye of the Dragon. Alright. This is a good Teemo turn. That means he can't... Oh, he can. He can pump. He can still pump.
Breathe out.
I've always been a fun guy.
I'm gonna replace my 2/2. Just because I want him to have Stinky Whump in his deck. Or whatever this thing's called. Stinky Whump? Yeah. Getting this in his deck just reduces, like, there's a chance he draws it, which makes him have a dead draw. It feels bad. I full swing here. We want as much damage as possible. This is a full swing. Like, I guess best case scenario, Twin Disciplines plus Pale Cascade or something, and he can kill both of my peddlers, but it's unlikely. He's just taking a shitload of damage. This might be a palm onto Teemo. Probably his best bet is palm onto Teemo. I feel like if he was smart, he would have palmed Teemo before I went to the attack phase to gain an additional blocker. which leads me to believe he doesn't have a palm. This might just be game over, right? Like he would have palmed the Teemo when I played it, and he would have had an additional blocker. So I really don't think he has another palm. I might be wrong. Silence. Okay. I mean, sure. I'm still dealing a ton of damage to him regardless. Like, going to 4 is not good for him. What's his Lee at? His Lee's at 5. He could potentially get Lee. Eye of the Durgan. I'll trade Jump Whump into his Dragon here. This is gonna deal 2 points of lifesteal. It's fine. The question is, do I want to play either of my 6 drops? Oh, he's gonna grab Teemo? Sure. Yeah, it's reasonable, dude. Okay, sure. So that lets me actually play this instead. I'm not really scared of anything. Maybe a Homecoming, I guess, but I'm not really even that scared of Homecoming. I don't see what he can do at this point. That's risky. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Doing Lee Sin dirty. That's right. Nice, got him. I actually fucking hate Lee Sin's deck, so feels good to beat him. Whoa. Mirror match, kind of. This guy's playing Ionia, though. Interesting. That is very interesting that he's playing Ionia. He's attacking on 1, so Mystic Shot doesn't help me here. Do I ever play Concologist? Yeah, I could play Concologist, sure, why not? I would like a Thermo Beam or a Poison Dart, though, ideally. But we don't always get what we want. And they always get what they want. Jeez, man. Alright, he's got Teemo. Okay. I mean, I'm not too worried about that, right? Should I be worried? He's losing a lot of Puffcap support by not playing Bandle. Nice, Death Ray. Death Ray is actually not too shabby. Oh, alright, so his answer to losing the Bandle support is to play, like, a lot of these low-cost cards. I will attempt to Death Ray him. Hopefully this gets him. He might have Twin Disciplines or Nopify. Preferably Nopify. That was the card I preferred he cast, because Twin Disciplines I wouldn't be able to get him. That's huge. Definitely play Caitlyn and Teemo here. Especially with a second Caitlyn.
Well, what have we here?
Coming through! Solving crime!
Ew.
Reporting in.
Ew. Seriously, dude?
Swiftly.
I don't even care. I'll full swing this. I'll let him block here. That's fine. Block away, bro. Block away. That's fine. Oh, that is... Ew. Really? This guy's playing Justice Rider?
Oh dear.
Like, that might have seemed like a scuffed attack to let him do that, but it's, like, it's fine. I have to deal with this somehow anyways. 2 Justice Riders. Wow, this guy didn't accidentally add one to his deck. He's playing 2 of them. Alright, what is that? These are all shit. I'll take this because it's the least shit, but they're all... Oh, beautiful. That works. This makes this much better. I still play Cait.
Hot on the trail.
He's not gonna attack in. He's gonna get two whole flash bombs off here. Wow.
One step
Amazing. Absolutely busted. I can't believe this guy.
You and me.
His Justice Riders, they are doing justice. I'm gonna attempt to Mystic Shot this.
Watch the chrome.
Actually, I think the first thing I do is play Trixie Tentacles. Sure. Maybe I... What's Teemo at? Teemo's only at 5. I'm gonna play this. I'll let Teemo die. I'm not too worried about Teemo. The reason I'm playing this is because I want to be able to Mystic Shot this guy down. So this will discard his Nopifies or his Twin Disciplines, or at least give me the information that he has or doesn't have one. So he's got a Sting Officer. This guy's playing the Flash Bomb like heavy flash bombs. Definitely kill this one off right now. Peddler, great. Wonderful. Most likely a poison dart that he was trying to play then, if it's at one. Oh, maybe not.
Setting up a roadblock.
Wait, +2. Why did I get +2? Was that a visual bug? Seemed like some bullshit to me. Most likely going to just have to play Corina and put flash bombs in his deck. Corina plus flash bombs, and then I can Caitlyn Piltover Pacemaker, which should get me enough of advantage. I mean, he's at 9. He's already pretty low. There's
All
his
your schemes,
Corina.
all your lies. Why?
The mighty are not
I mean-
born, but cultivated.
I think this is right. I lose my Caitlyn, sure. But I definitely want to be able to kill his Moomin Rider here. Another one. Whoa. Alright, sure.
I've always been a fun guy.
He's blossoming. Oh. Oh, Blossom.
Corina? What brings
What's
you
the other
here?
one? Volatile
Business
Bloom.
and
Oh, he just
pleasure,
put more in
sure.
my deck. That seems very scuffed, but okay.
All according to plan.
Totally down to just trade here instead. Definitely no reason to do anything else, right? What are the odds my Caitlyn dies to flash bombs? Fuck it.
now.
We'll go for it. It's fine. We'll take this trade. I think I'm definitely ahead. Flash bombs really don't have any value.
All part of the plan.
1. Oh, that was mine. It wasn't even his that went off. So this is a case of we volatile bloom his ass and kill his units.
Business and pleasure.
This might be a
share.
concede. What does he have? Deny? No, papers! I don't want him. My papers, no. Okay, killed that guy. Killed that guy. Caitlyn levels. If Caitlyn doesn't die here, he's gonna take a shitload of damage. Actually, maybe not. He's drawing a bunch of cards, right? 1. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. Okay, nice. We're gravy. Huge. Aha, take 4 more damage. Followed by 4 non-existent stuffs. Caitlyn's dead here for sure. But at this point, I don't think it really matters. Yeah, GG. Got him.
I must say, a satisfactory outcome.
Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Stay tuned to the channel for more Legends of Runeterra content. Have yourselves a wonderful day. T-Dot out!